Hello everyone! Hello Eustric! Hello Age! Another boop, thank you. Age, stop breaking the boops. My gosh. It's asking me to input the time in again? Yeah, we got a few more minutes before I officially start. I do not know. Okay. I don't know how long I'm gonna go on for this time. It's very hot today, and I did not get a good night's rest.
That's the mast!
I need to add more mask variants to that. Like, I have ideas. I don't know if they'll work, but I want to try them out.
Quack!
You're just throwing in all the things. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you're having fun with all the voice commands. That's why I put them in there. So they're fun. Yeah, I was trying to say, did not have a very restful sleep. Had a lot of weird nightmares, like how I wasn't allowed to eat more than one meal a day because I was too fat. It just didn't really seem fair. I think there were some other ones, but for some reason the food one really stuck out. Maybe it's because I woke up hungry. But yeah, it is hot today. Don't know how long I'll be streaming for. I don't really have anything more that I could say for 10 whole minutes. I'm not good. I'm not good at this like Nate is. He could just... Most other streamers I watch are like... Oh, you could just... They could just have something to talk about for 10 minutes. I don't know why my brain decided to just get a fan to cool down, but then that would just blow noise into the mic. There's already the air conditioner running. It's just the air conditioner doesn't really reach my room for some reason. Even though the vent is right up there, it just doesn't work. No, I don't think it'd be very pleasant to constantly hear into the mic. Oh no, the streamer is comfortable, but the chat isn't. That is the problem. Ah! Well, I guess we gotta jam here for a while till the music's over. My cat's not jamming. He's just passed out on the bed. He is so tired. Even he's like, it's just too hot today. Did Nate tell you my theories and guesses were weird? Well, knowing you, Eustric, you were probably right anyway.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Nah, Eustric, that can't be possible. That's just wrong. And then you end up being right.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and woodchuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
Should.
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
Love that exchange. Well, I'm tired of waiting around. Let's just hop into the game. Am I a little tiny here? I think I'm clipping into the side of the screen. No, Age, we're not going for a swim. There's no... I don't think there's even any water in this game. Hang on, hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you boot up the game. A lot of people don't take that stuff seriously. They just leave the clock at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick it up whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Well, that's neat. What kind of game? Have you never played the Stanley Parable age? Well, then I think you're in for a treat. Oh my gosh, it's an infinite screen. Look, you can see my mouse on the other screens within the screen. Well, let's begin again. You just want to know if your theories and guesses are close?
This is the story
Eventually you'll
of
find
a man
out.
named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
I saw that
Though he had
age.
been made
You
exactly
really made that
for
dev's
this
day,
job.
I'm certain of it.
And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I got an achievement. Welcome back. Even if OBS did show it, you wouldn't be able to see it because my avatar would be blocking it. Why isn't it showing up? Properties. I thought I had that set to yes. Now it's killed the game. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
Yes.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
In case you're wondering, chat, you have to interact with door 430 to get an achievement. That's what I'm doing. I want that achievement.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay. Where's 417? Where's 417? Also, that's nothing. Okay. 417. Ah, there you are.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. 437. I went the wrong way. Oh, there's 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. 415. Where's 415? Chat, we gotta find 415. What if 415 isn't in these section of rooms? Okay, we gotta go beyond. Plus Ultra. No, we're not doing that again. No, no, no. 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Okay. Okay, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. 437, let's go. Yeah.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine. The copy machine. Where? There's the copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Oh, okay.
Yes!
I did
this
it!
Is great!
I did
You're
it!
putting it all on the line,
I did
Stanley.
it!
I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Alright, if that's 417... Where's 416? Where's 416? I don't want to go through there. That's not 416. Stop taunting me! No, I don't want to do it again! Oh god, where's 416? Are you 416? No, you're not. Those aren't it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Where's 416?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
Did I mess
just
up?
to admire it.
Am I gonna do it all over again?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Damn, there's no 416.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his bar. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I'll be back for you, broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I think I just messed up. I want to do that achievement.
All of his co-workers were gone. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
Yes.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I'm gonna get that damn achievement. I'm gonna earn it.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417? Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437. Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437.
You still haunt me. You still haunt me.
Shut up, Tails!
Ah! Do you want me to do this
Let's
again?
see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Input received? What did I do? What did I do? But where the hell is door 416? Is he just fucking with me? Suspicious. Maybe it's in the new content door? I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back there. Not the only way. Maybe it is supposed to be down one of these two doors. And I just went the wrong way. I don't know. Right, fine.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Wait... Eustrick, you were fucking right. Why are you always right?
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Why are you always right?
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
That computer's very strange. You were just curious to what was behind the new content door? Well, if you had been here last time, Usdrick, you would have known the horrors. Although last time was a bit misleading because I tacked it on the end of the Minecraft stream. Alright. For you, Usdrick, I'll walk through this door. Maybe it's different this time. Maybe it's not as... I'll just do a different ending. Yeah, that would be good. But yeah, towards the end of the Minecraft stream last Saturday, I hopped into the Stanley Parable when I lost track of everyone. And one of the things I tried out was the new content ending. Didn't end well.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark.
We're just skipping that section again, huh?
Should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
What happened?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable.
This is different.
2.
This is different. This isn't what happened last time.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Hey, Coyote, I went and got an achievement in Stanley Parable. And then I went through the new content door again, but this time it's led to new content. It doesn't look horrible to you, Usdrick, because this is not what happened last time. This is not what happened the last time I went in the new content door. This is completely different.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Soda drink? New and tasty. Yeah, last time I went through the new content door, it showed me some new features, such as the jump button. And that was about it. And then I could only use the jump button like 37 times. Then, the narrator was like, come through this vent, Stanley, and he took me to this old area he'd made that was reminiscing on the previous version of this game, and then everything kind of went to shit after that. Bunch of post-it notes. Hey there, water! Photos, off painting k.tga. I haven't heard of that extension. Yeah. Yeah, Coyote was there. Coyote saw what happened last time I went through the new content door, but now, this is new content. The Stanley Parable 2. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and I. I don't know if I got that completely right. Automatic doors! Wait, that's always been a thing. Can I open this door? I want the broom closet again. I liked the broom closet. More TSP, better TSP. Win-win. Sequential, mindshare, paradigm shift, synergy, brick and mortar approach, enveloped client-centric marketing, the color red, leverage, holistic value, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old, busted, new, hotness. Boring sections of the chart. Cool red section of the chart. Oh yeah. New content. They're back. 2 doors. The Stanley Parable 2. Stuff like this makes a lot more sense when you're already familiar with the Stanley Parable, and I have not even shown you guys the normal ending. I've just been refusing that path. I have not gotten the achievement beat the game because I haven't gone to the canon I don't know if it's the canon ending, but I haven't gone to the normal ending yet. Man, look at all those different logos for the Stanley Parable 2. I kind of like that one, where they mix in the 2 with the name. Thanks for attending my meeting. Stanley Parable 2. Man, that's weird. Oh no, 2 Stanleys? What? But only one of them gets a computer? 2. What does it mean? What does it mean?
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Of course, of course. How am I doing? Doing fine so far. It's a bit hot today, and I am kind of worrying what this game's gonna throw at me based on what happened last time. I still have nightmares. 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs. Who took the red marker? Me! I hope everyone in chat's doing well too. I hope you're doing well, Water, ECOD, Ustrick, Age, anyone else who's lurking. Meeting plan. 9, scrum. 10, pitch, design pitch. 11:30, break. 11:35, pitch design. 12:02, number 2 chat. 2. Those are some ways to write too, I suppose. There's just a lot of 2s everywhere. Sequels are good. It's raining where you are? I'm jealous. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City. Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. Scrum? Is Virgil getting motivated? I do not know. All I know is 2. The prequel to the Stanley Parable? 2 is the sequel to it? The Stanley Parable is the prequel of the Stanley Parable 2, is the sequel to the Stanley Parable, is the prequel to the Stanley Parable 2. Okay. Okay. Hell yeah, Dark Souls. Don't talk to me before I've had my sequel. Every pause button is a Roman numeral too. Oh my god. You are the sequel. I'm the sequel? I am a yellow mug. I will never follow the red plus teal plus something color scheme of the area of the game. Wow, such a rebel. Valued investors, this way to the show floor. That's dark and spooky. New content. New features. There's just a bus inside the building? Bus? 2s? Expo Hall 2, of course it's Expo Hall 2. Whoa!
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
He's trapped me in here. Let's see. Stanley Parable 2 exclusive, the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Hear your name in the game? That's new. I am very curious. Yeah, I'm gonna try out the button. These sequels are gonna catch these hands. I call them lefty, and let's not forget the sequel righty.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
I hope I get to try out the other features. I didn't realize it was gonna trap me in here. Road to the perfect button. Too big, too small, just right. I'm getting really hyped for this. I'm really nervous, but I'm also really hyped. Okay. Okay. I don't know what it's gonna say COD, but it's probably not gonna be anywhere close to my Steam name.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams
Jim
crumble
RPG.
into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I mean, maybe Jim is just masculine Jin, but imagine how crazy that would be if your name was Jim.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you.
Oh
Do it
my
again,
God.
Do it again.
It just said my name. My name is Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
What?
Otherwise,
No.
soon you'll start to lose
No.
all sense of who you actually are.
Give me back my Jim oh my God, I went through the floor. You took my name away. If I'm not Jim, then who am I? Who am I? I lost my name. Nobody told me he was part of the Fae. Okay, cool. We get to enjoy
I
the
suppose
other
I could
features.
allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
You heard Jim in the game. Exclusive, the button that says Jim. That's Jim. He changed it. He changed it so it's only Jim now. Secret door. That too is different from the others. My name is Violite23? No, that can't be right. I should be Jim. What is with this mug art? Please, no screenshots. A whole new office. Red is the new orange. The baby is all grown up. Oh God, the baby! Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. The new updated ray tracing, more of the same, but in a good way sequel to the... New features, new content ideas. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Jump circle. Infinite hole. Oh my god, merch? There's Stanley Parable 2 merch? Oh my god. The end is never the end again. Oh god, oh god, oh god. This t-shirt is the best new feature. And then there's 2 in a bunch of different languages. I saw the new content. And then that's just a red shirt with a yellow 2. The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. Office decorations. He didn't update this sign to say the gym button. Let's go check out the Reassurance Bucket. I think I need some reassurance. Please no screenshots. So where's the reassurance
bucket? A common
bucket?
complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
It's the perfect solution.
Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
I think it's working.
Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this reassuring. And more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow. I've got a reassuring bucket now. I'm so reassured.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I don't think he's spouting bullshit, Usteric. This bucket is the most reassuring thing I've ever gotten in this game. I can no longer put down the bucket. I am forever reassured. 0, 3, and 4, 4? Okay.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Xbox Gaming be like, you still prefer the companion cube? Nah, I chucked that thing in the lava as soon as I could. I didn't even wait for GLaDOS to finish her explaining. So, Get Well Someday or Happy 12th Birthday Stepniece. I like the blue one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Fuck you. Oh no! This little balloon is stuck. I can't help it. It's out of my reach.
maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Oh my god. Time over depth. Time like infinity. The whole like infinity. Distant future. Falling. Distance time. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Opening. Rim. Depth. Depth. Infinite. Surrounding area. So this is just a hole, eh? Educational use use only. Infinite hole chart. Hole. Depth. Space. More hole. Question marks. Science. Infinity. More. Falling. It just keeps going. Well, with my reassurance bucket, I think I can face this infinite hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I don't like the ominous sound it's making, but it's okay. I have a reassurance bucket. It reassures me that this is gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. What? Goodbye,
See,
cruel
isn't it
adventure
wonderful?
game!
One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Press G to return to the surface.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
You think you've seen a game like this? Well, that's if you don't die from the terminal
Stanley,
velocity.
I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole.
There might be a bottom,
Is
Eutrick.
it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so
New
clever.
bug.
Look, I think the issue here is just that you're
Meeting at
unusually
2 p.m.
fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
There's cigarettes down here.
Look,
Nobody
things got a
cigarettes.
little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Stanley does have some titanium bones, but I think it's more like there's not really any death scenario programmed in this game. There's no HP bar. He can't take fall damage. Yeah, no, COD. It turns out there was just a bottom. If I wait around long enough, is he gonna yell at me? I love ruining his plans. I had the reassurance bucket. It was all right. Perhaps the mercy of the bucket. Yes. It's a reassurance bucket after all. That hole took 2 minutes to reach the bottom, so you failed the really deep hole title, Mr. Voiceman. Well, he was hoping that people would push G a lot sooner than I did. A lot sooner. Like, oh, you fell in for 3 seconds. Yeah, that's deep enough, right? Right? He's not saying anything.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
The hole got shorter! The hole is shorter! Whole speedrun! Self-filling hole! I will do it
Had
again.
enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Okay.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Oh my god! The hole is getting shorter.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point.
Wow.
It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Wow.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
SCP located. Yep. Oh my god. Is it gonna go like up? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Oh
Is
no.
The,
Oh no.
teleport button not working?
It's not working.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago.
Oh
Try
no!
it again.
Oh no! It's not working!
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
I didn't get to see the
You
other
get to
new
be with the
features!
hole, I get to do literally anything
Oh
else.
no!
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Oh my god, he left! I didn't get to see the other new features! Programming in a nutshell. I don't like that sound effect. I don't like this. I'm not feeling reassured anymore. Oh god! What the? What the? Hole? Hole? The hole is going down. Change your perspective. Whoa! God damn it, Euster! The bucket's there with me. change your perception. Woo! Hey, Banjo! We're in a hole! Change my reality? Yeah! Change yourself? Whoa! Yeah, Banjo, we're in the hole! We're in a hole! Woo! Puppies! Oh my god! Puppies!
You're no longer using up the space of mine. My head's stronger.
Puppies!
You're no
Stanley?
longer
Stanley!
using up.
Stanley!
Ah!
Oh good, you're awake.
No!
It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
I wanna
But
go
can't
back.
have that, Stanley.
I wanna go
Because
back.
This hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
I wanna go back.
You don't want to miss a single moment. So how
Hey,
about
Savage.
if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
How dare
From the
you?
looks of things,
How dare you?
You and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Me. You knew he would be back. Is that it? Did I get the whole ending? What the?
Here
Oh.
we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Cool! I get to try out more of the new features. Changing the infinite void outside maps with pictures is neat. Yeah. I wish I could have seen everything though. Oh well. We can always go back in the hole again. So, I am definitely behind on shoutouts. I'm very bad about that. Ooh, checkpoint. I wonder if it also means I'm forever stuck in the Stanley Parable too. I could go in the hole again. I could go in the hole again. The jump circle?
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yeah.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Oh. Why did I have to use up all the jumps? Why? Why? What if the hole isn't there anymore? Mostly infinite hole. It's changed. Oh, I went the wrong way. I went the long way around. I'm bad at navigating. He locked the door! He locked the door! He won't let me in! He locked it! He locked the door! He locked it! Oh boy, a trophy! The hole isn't there anymore. Ustrick, stop being right about things! Stop it! How are we all? We're doing great, Savage. Well, at least we were doing great when we were in the hole, but now we're not in the hole anymore and everything's just a lie. Mostly infinite jest. How are you doing, Savage? Free achievement? Oh, I gotta get that. Let's see, the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game, which only says Jim, merch, settings world champion, the Stanley Parable reassurance bucket, which I am already holding, office decorations, epilogue, collectibles, invent hole. Yeah, I don't care. Yes, I was in a hole. Free, new, and easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. It just works. It just works. Free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull a lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. Welcome to the Showcase 2. New features, new content, new game.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Ooh.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Test achievement unachieved.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature.
I hate you.
Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
You know, the previous version of the Stanley Parable had an impossible achievement. Its definition was, this achievement is impossible to achieve. And then the Ultra Deluxe is like, test achievement. Keep cranking it until something happens. That's what I was planning, Usdrick. I will win! The reassurance bucket reassures me. Nah! It's almost there, I can see it. I was promised a free achievement. If only I could just jump on this lever, pull it down. Ah! See you taunting me, teasing me. It feels so close. You're lucky we're holding the bucket achievement machine. Without this bucket, I would not be reassured. I want the achievement. I want it. I want it. He's not even saying anything new. Why can't I see what's over here? So is the unachievable achievement achievable? Only through hacking from what I've heard. At least in the first game. I don't know what it takes to get the this achievement in this game. Why can't I go down here? But yeah, if you go and look at the Stanley Parable, the original Stanley Parable's achievement list, some people have gotten the impossible achievement. Some people claim that they just magically got it one day. Others are like, nah, I use console commands. So I wouldn't be surprised if the same thing happens for the test achievement too. I'll be back.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
That's new. Okay, what if I go back in there right now? So bugs or dev tools? Yep, that's probably how they expect you to get this achievement. Just like the previous version of the game. He didn't say anything. What a noisy bucket. Settings World Champion? I can't get in. Ah. I'm afraid to go in there. I just got a bad feeling. So what are these collectibles? Can you find them? Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Oh boy!
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
This is kind of terrifying. I'm glad I have my reassurance bucket with me. Because this is very disturbing. Why? 1 out of 6! Oh my gosh!
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
But now where are the others? Where are the other figurines? Should I have gone to that exhibit first? Well, this is just a dead end. Investor Showcase, the magazine. This year's hottest investment opportunities. Sequels. What's better than that? Nothing. Top 10 investors currently visiting the show floor. Does a giant statue count? Imagine if those things started following you. Oh god. I do not know if the giant statue counts. I can't seem to get close enough. Or, I am close enough. Well, it's not letting me collect it, as far as I can tell. You know, he thinks he's innovative, making it so that you get nothing for collecting everything. It's like, psh, I've played plenty of games where you collect everything and you get nothing as a reward. You're not special, Stanley Parable 2.
Come now. You've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
That's so mean! I wonder what would happen if I went back to the reassurance bucket room. Nothing more to say, huh? I cannot put the bucket back down. Are there any figurines hidden in this room? I must collect them all. I must! Where's the rest of the narrator? Where? Where? Can I go visit the button that says gym again? Not here anymore. Reminds you of skull hunting in the old Halo games. I never really played the Halo games because I never had an Xbox, so I don't know what that's like. All these doors that lead to nowhere, because they won't even open. Taste the sequel? Gosh. Mostly infinite hole. Fine, it ended. What if I collect all the figurines and it gives me the test achievement, and then the narrator gets mad because there wasn't supposed to be a reward for getting all the figurines? My compulsive need to finish games is gonna be forever haunted by not having the other 5 figurines. It's like, come on, let me just squeeze on through here. Let me just see what's over there. Come on. Come on. Ha. I hate you. I didn't think the jumps would be forever gone. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. That was just a whole lot of nothing. Nah, it's faster to go down here. What's with this symmetrical
All right.
art stuff?
Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
I guess so. It seems like I saw everything.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, the figures! The figures! I need those!
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's
I need those.
Sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Gimme,
Who
gimme.
am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait. Maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully.
I am taking screenshots because there was a sign that said no
For the
screenshots.
vision and integrity of the original game.
So I decided, fuck
But it
you, I'm gonna
possibly
take all the
will. I
screenshots.
suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
I'm just
All right, perfect.
I'm just being
Go
a
ahead.
childish rebel.
Take a look.
Well, obviously nothing is happening from me taking the screenshots. Whoa, why is the hall warping like that? I don't care what it meant. I'm just being a child. You tell me no, I say yes. So, did I officially turn the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe into the Stanley Parable 2? I guess I'll find out.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's
E is the interact
job
button.
was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a
The
keyboard.
balloons.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every
What does
moment
X
that the
do?
orders came in.
I don't think it does
Though he
anything.
had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
I
He had
did.
been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
I turned the Ultra Deluxe
No
game
one
into
showed up to give him
Stanley Parable
instructions,
2.
call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So, yes, X is not doing anything. Oh my
All of his
god.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh man. That's leading up to something. Oh man.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Wait, the bucket? What bucket? Oh my god! The reassurance bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Also, the new content door turned back into 416, I guess.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. I'm sorry, I have a bucket. I have the reassurance bucket. It's still with me. I'm still reassured. Oh, reassurance bucket. What should we do now? I see. The holy bucket. Hey there, Big Squeak. Yeah, we got a bucket. I guess it's been too soon.
Since the last time someone did egg. Sorry, Big Squeak. Maybe I need a bucket command.
Egg.
You say left? I suppose we
That's
could.
the mast.
Very well.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
I like how the bucket's been added to the narrative now. He's constantly referring to the bucket. Beautiful.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel
Broom
the
closet,
same sort of
why?
kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
I can't. Broom closet, after everything we've been through, this is how you treat me? I can't believe it. Bucket,
Okay,
why?
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take our hype broom closet with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
I'm sorry, broom closet, but I found someone else and moved on.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Oh my god. This is it. This is the real broom closet ending. I can feel it.
I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
And that's how we know it's our bucket. Companion bucket. You see, Eusteric, the bucket is better than the companion cube. You don't get this content with the companion cube. But oh my god, I can't believe there's new broom closet content now with bucket. Oh my god. Broom closet, how could you? How could you? You still prefer the companion cube? Pah, we'll convert you yet. I wonder if he's really never gonna come back. It's so hard to tell. Sometimes you have to wait minutes. Ooh, I'm doing a little dance. I'm back in here. I wondered if I could actually leave the bucket in here. My bucket has stickers now. He didn't even say something when I left the broom closet. We'll come back again another time.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Stanley and the bucket. Should I walk upstairs, though? I guess I will. Executive bathroom.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I did it.
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I did it. Oh my god. I've only got 4 more to find. I don't like that it auto-closes.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
My sweet bucket.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
My bucket!
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Yep, I wasn't aware of any of that because I have a bucket.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Man, I wish I knew what that combination was.
2845.
Nothing's working! Oh, so tragic.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Wow! How convenient! Yet again, I refused to put in the right combination.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
I like that too.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Bucket, do you know the combo? It is a shitty security system. But oh boy, we're halfway done! Just 3 more figures! Stanulines!
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
Thank you, Bucket.
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I could go back up. Oh, yes, I do have water in Azah, thank you. Yep. I'm stretching right now, Azah. Let me just, give you a shout out real quick. The sequel is now paused. Whoa! I guess I'm not getting back up there. So yeah, we're playing the Stanley Parable 2 now, because reasons. I have a
Stanley and
reassurance
the bucket walked
bucket.
straight
Oh,
ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
if light is on, call extension 914 immediately. Oh no. Yeah, it seems like it did just explode. Escape? Mind control or escape, guys? Which way should I go? Should I just complete the story? Or should I do something different? Bucket, what do you think I should do? I see. What if there's more Stanulines this way? You were too slow, Eustrick, I'm sorry. The plot must continue.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I'm sure they meant wind control facility. Yeah, they must have. The W is just upside down.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
The bucket's supposed to reassure me! I love that the bucket's just a part of the story now! Oh my god.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raised
You don't know what's supposed to be unnerving about this? It's just America?
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Oh my god. The bucket just makes everything better. Oh my god.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. for he and the bucket would dismantle the controls
He
for
and the
good.
bucket.
Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
One, two. I love Bucket Chan. Yes, the bucket of reassurance is so beautiful. So amazing. The best addition to this game. Where would I be without Bucket Chan? That's 5. I can count. I need to hit 3 and 4. There's 3. But where is 4 be up here? Can I even get up there? It's so dark. I want to find that 4. Bucket, where's the 4? You see a 4 in there, Bucket. Those might be it, but they might not. Wait, is 4 up there? Is that the 4? But how do I get on these stairs? That must be button number 4, right? I mean, what else could it be? I can't see it. Well, that sounded like it did something. Huh. Oh, can you have your... Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Big Squeak. I did not see that. Here we go. There's your chow. I'm sorry.
Egg.
I have no idea if pushing these buttons actually does anything. Fuck! I can't figure out how to get up to that button. What does that say? I have no idea.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I mean, maybe there's a specific sequence of buttons, but I have no idea what that sequence is, Big Squeak. So it's mind control, system. What happens if I just leave? Hmm. 0521. I wonder if that has any significance. Oh, and then there's a 0142 and 0012, so maybe it doesn't mean anything. Well, since I can't figure out where that 4 button is, I guess I have to decide. Do I turn the system off or on? Bucket's not telling me anything. As usual. You got any preferences, chat? Off or on? Rage Against the Machine? I think we killed everything.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
Off, because that's what the bucket would
Was
do.
it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
Oh.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Uh-oh.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
Oh no.
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No!
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket.
No!
Needed the soothing warmth of the bucket. Would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
Not the bucket! Not the bucket!
Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
No!
Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
At least I have the bucket.
To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh my god, you're denied the ending if you have a bucket. That's incredible. Figurine Finder Committee meeting today in the meeting room. Oh my god, there's a figurine in the meeting room?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. There's a figurine in the meeting room. At least you got to escape with your companion cube? Yeah, but it took 2 whole games to do that. I don't see the access computer.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I wanna go back in. So that computer that's awaiting input must be somewhere else then. Should we take the bucket with us again, guys? It still has the stickers on it. That's amazing. Took you 2 whole games not to escape with the bucket. Joke's on you, Drake. The bucket wasn't in the first game. The bucket was introduced in 2. That means Stanley Parable 3 is when we're gonna escape with the bucket. But speaking of the bucket, guys, should we take the bucket of reassurance with us again or leave it here? That's an old phone. I'm not seeing anyone say anything about the bucket so far. I'll hail the bucket, that's good enough for me.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We gotta go in the meeting room. The figurines are there. How can we find them? Bottom text. Because the bucket is on the janitor's. Is the janitor on the side? What we know, small floating objects have appeared around the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There was no memo from management. Agenda. How can you tell you've spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Piglings are hard to find. Follow clues provided by employee 418. We can do it. Red room? I see. We have to find a red room. Got it. Thank you. Good luck. Oh man, this is cool. Also, all the boards have changed to be about the figurines now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe we are the collectibles. To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambience or local audio sources using an array of candid microphones, also known as directional mic or microphone, which picks up sound from a peculiar area. Analysis of the recording allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange notes. Data shows that in all likelihood, it's coming from the dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks to be the reverberance off of porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads on this? Wouldn't you like to know? Findings. Difficulty. Joke's on you, the bucket was in the first game, it was just in the janitor's closet because the bucket is on the janitor's side. Oh! I should have read the first part with the second. Weird spinning figurine! Ideas. What do they want? Our data? Stock options? Money? Should we make them employees? Maybe? Interns? Yes. Why do the figurines look like 427? That's me! Why floating? Magic. Our quarterly success? Magnets. Training exercise or management? Of I don't know what that says. Dreams. How many are there? 15? 7? 8? 16? Can we sell them? Obviously. More money if sold together. Saw one in cargo room. Employee 421 building a bridge. Do we need controls for them? NDA. Potential liability. Bond stuff. Stuff what we know. Oh, bonus stuff. What we know, what we forgot, what we don't know yet. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless to be honest. Trust the completionist instinct. Oh my god. Warehouse access. Produce one plank to allow ease of access past fence. Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from the warehouse floor. Construct new structurally sound bridge. Oh my god. We need more planks. Retrieve Chris's remains. A person died trying to get these figurines. Mission status inside of sequel exhibit. Oh my god, it's checking off which ones I got. Oh my god, near a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. Yeah. Oh my god, it's helping me keep track of them all. Oh my god. Places to search. LOL looks like 427. Ha ha ha. 5 there be, just take it from me. Gotta collect them all. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Alright, a large room with lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with stairs. Some were both red and blue. Well, that's a good idea, Usric. This is the true thing of the... This is the true use of the screenshot button. There will be a reward for fighting them all! Oh, you poor sweet soul. Stop kidding yourselves. Lives! Who are you? 666, LOL. There will be cleaning of this wall required. I want them so much. I want to go home. Red room. We gotta keep track of that. Oh my god, the whole office is like, where are the figurines? We gotta find the figurines! To do. Oh my god, they just covered up the board with pictures of the figurines. That's amazing. Where are they? Please do not leave the office before reporting back on any new findings. Teamwork and communication are of great importance during the unprecedented time of our investigation. Thank you. Help, I'm a post. Oh, that was there before. Oh my god. Even the middle of the board is all about these things. Oh my god. Possible clue? Ooh, I made it on the table. Okay. Approximately here? Oh, I can't... Hopefully that was good enough. I don't know, it didn't seem like I got it in time. Okay. Beware the false prophet. Collecting is sexy. The false prophet? Pieces of evidence. It just keeps going down. Where are they? List of rumored rumored locations. Alright, in a room, behind a door, in a room behind the door, above a door, under a door, between two rooms, near water, floating far above our heads, in a dark place, in a fairly well-lit place, in a place of uncertain lighting conditions. Where would our boss look? And more. And more. That's illegible. Oh my god. We gotta get him. We gotta get him. We gotta get all of them! Employees are present. The meeting is starting. Presentation on figurines and how to find them. This meeting is starting over. Typewriter foot test. The meeting is concluded. Ten steps to a successful workplace investigation. Decide whether to investigate. If necessary, take immediate action. Choose an investigator. Plan the investigation. Conduct interviews. Gather documents, clues, evidence. Evaluate documents, clues, evidence. Take action. Document, print list. God. Alright. Well, that was amazing stuff.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
Yeah.
But alas, no stickers.
But I want more stickers. I want more broom closet shenanigans. They were saying things about the bucket and me. They must pay. I know what you said!
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
You know, it's kind of red down here. I hear it! I hear it!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Well, Stanlerines is hard for me to say. Figlies is definitely easier. Sounds funny too. Figly. You know, you Stark wanted to escape before. Let's go escape. What if it's back in here? No, it's not. But this is a computer. Input received. That's leading up to something.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Most logical. I thought I could play the piano. Now you want those figurines, right? You gotta collect them all! Just 2 more to find.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Huh. I'm gonna make a note of that. I don't know if it means anything, but I'm gonna make a note of it.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
Oh boy!
Well, he said, the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket.
Bucket?
How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
I told you, Drake, I'd go to the escape room, but now I have to hit the number 3 over and over again. Ah, damn it. They replaced the bucket! This isn't my beloved bucket. Damn. Imposter bucket. I hate when it eats my inputs.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
What is wrong with you, Bucket? What is wrong with you?
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
This is very different from the last time I went up and down the elevator. Now that the bucket's here, the story has changed.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears, and the whole time he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only silence.
Bucket!
Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Bucket, why? How could you do this to me, Bucket?
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Surely, surely! We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out!
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Oh my god. So it's not that different from the other ending.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
My God. It's the same thing, but with a different narrative. Oh my God. To stage 3. So that's different.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved
It's
one.
3s. They replaced the messages with 3s. Except that message, they didn't replace that one. Oh my God.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure, and in that moment Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection.
It's different.
No deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent.
This is a sad
And so it
ending.
began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant.
No.
They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
No, it was a sad ending. Oh no. It was different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
We're very close to finishing whatever this is.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Nah.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself.
Yep.
Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Man, it sure is nice in the break room. There's no figurines here, though. Darn.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Figlies, are you in here? Do not lie. If you were lying right now, stop.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay, Bucket, if you say so.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay.
Stanley did not question why or how this
Figley!
bucket was speaking to him.
Figley!
It should have
Figley!
alarmed him, of
Figley!
course, but Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Oh. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. Wow. I swear if that bucket makes us press the number 3. Buttons. 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 Oh my god. Yes! Yes! The buttons! The buttons! Oh, the buttons, the buttons! An eternity of pressing buttons! 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 Does anything else happen in this place? Is it just this? The sequel is now paused.
Quack!
My hand's getting tired.
Egg.
What if I'm tired of pushing buttons? Do I just leave? Can I leave? Nothing seems to change. Buttons. Buttons. Do they change color when I press them? No, they just like turn off and then they turn back on after a few seconds. See? They just come back. It's hard to see what I'm aiming for. Passcode? I don't think there is a passcode. I think I just have to do this. I could go back there. Not today.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Interesting.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected Continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones.
Oh boy!
Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Okay. Since you mentioned the room being brightly lit, did I miss out on another ending? I don't know. But, I guess I gotta do that.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
God, this game is making me schizophrenic.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now.
It's bright, Dino Fuzz, because I jumped out.
Would also be
I
an
broke the
appropriate
map.
time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Okay, Eustrick, we're swimming in the light.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
This is way better than the no
But
option.
the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
Oh my god.
Did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable.
Also,
And
welcome to the stream, Dino Fuzz.
Quite terrible.
I don't want to interrupt
And
the
if
song,
you are
so I'll
not
give you a
strong
shout out later.
And keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Yes.
You too will become quite unbearable.
Have fun. Alright, I think he's just gonna repeat that for a bit, so... Shout out to Dino Fuzz! And now we'll see if he just continues playing the guitar over and over. Yeah, we're swimming in the light outside the map. Except this was part of the game. This is part of the game all along because that's why there's narration. Yeah, I think that was it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Don't go towards the light. I couldn't do anything else, Dino. We're taking the bucket with us.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Alright, let's go back to the warehouse and see if we can get that fig leaf.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Yep. Good old meeting room. I'm bored of it already.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
No. I must go to the fig leaf.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the
Figler
first number
Anarines?
will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anarines. None of us can.
It's true. I'm so close. I need them. Where on earth is this? I feel scared. Video cassettes? Where am I? What is this place? Oh no.
Okay, this is day number 295, tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
The bucket?
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
Oh God.
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get...
Oh!
What's that? Who's there? Camporata.
Holy fuck! All hail Bucket! Bucket is love, Bucket is life. Bucket is better than dirt. Holy fuck! Holy fuck, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
I keep taking the bucket with me. Friendship of Coal of Dirt has ended. Bucket Coal is my new best
Stanley
friend.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We're just going to see where the last figline in order to that the thing collectible is. All right. The color subtly changed too. Okay, some were both red and blue. I think I have an idea of where that is.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
Aww.
If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
But I like the broom closet.
No stickers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Alright. I'm gonna have to go back to get to the red and blue
into
thing.
His manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yeah, sure.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I was just curious.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
The bucket doesn't like pressing the number 3.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over.
Broomshine is
and
yesterday's
over.
moonshine. Bucket is the new king. I'm hitting everything but the number 3. Ha 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 ha. Wait.
After taking some time to show the bucket around the boss's office,
Whoops.
Stanley at last went to the keypad, where he began eagerly pressing the number 3 again and
I
again.
keep doing it wrong. Wait. Okay.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly. A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate? Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
No.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Yeah, but Eustrix said to go this way, and Eustrix never wrong. Eustrix is never wrong. Eustrix said to go to escape.
As the machine
and we
whirred into
didn't do it
motion
earlier.
and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Well, this is it, Bucket. Huh?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Whoa! Painful death my ass. Stanley Parable.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Where's my bucket? Where'd my bucket go? The bucket. Welcome to the... the bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within. The human mind is frequently empty within a carnivorous void. But through the use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? This is a bucket. Indeed it is, Age.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Dear God, there's more. No. Age, I don't think you appreciate the beauty that is the bucket, and neither have I. I have squandered its life. I did not read mine. You said this is a bucket. Dear God, there's more. No, you did not read mine. Does it say you want the bucket? Yes. Age, I don't know if Twitch is just eating your chat again or something, but that's all I see. 25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. 25 buckets. Question? What's your question, Age? Is it about buckets? Because hopefully this exhibit will answer. Oh my god. A bucket with 2 handles. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. You have done nothing but teleport bread for 3 days? That's the wrong game, Age. Definitely only 25 buckets. Age is talking about a meme. I didn't recognize what Age was talking about until he said he's been teleporting bread for 3 days. I remember that video. Inferno Bucket. A replica of the Inferno Bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet, in spite of it all, the simple fact remains. No one can control a bucket. 3 days. We have 3 days to live. Man, I miss the Team Fortress 2 animations. 2 handles. Dear God. Those were something. Can I pick up the Infernal Bucket? Or the replica of the Infernal Bucket? I guess not. Rip Rick May, you were good, son, real good, maybe even the best. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons they stopped, right? Because one of the voice actors passed on. Cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the particular uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasure. Yeah. He's rocket jumping in the sky now. Bucket. Now I want to go the other way. Ah, it was a dead end. Alright. The stress bucket, presented without commentary. Yeah. Could they ever find to replace you? But back to buckets now. The spy's face turns to sadness as he realizes no one can replace the soldier. God, even the Team Fortress 2 comics were amazing, but as far as I know, they haven't updated those in years either. And that doesn't require voice acting, but it does still take a lot of work. Stress bucket, an analogy. Worrying. Negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of assurance. Vulnerability equals size and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies equal holes. Resting and relaxation. Doing something you enjoy. Rest and relaxation. Stress equal the level of water in the bucket. Have you tried turning the bucket off and then back on again? The bucket has no off switch because the bucket can never be turned off, Nate. Oh, also, I gotta give you a shout out now. Now let's continue checking out the bucket exhibit.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Sonic 4? Gee, I think you did play Sonic 4 earlier, Nate. How crazy! The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between Bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. No! My bucket! My bucket! It's mine.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
Oh
we can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as the founder of a new world, a new vision for...
Oh my god. Okay, so I recall the bucket list version. You told me to turn it on. I recall the bucket list version of that ending. The female narrator pleads with you to turn off the game before Stanley dies. But now with the bucket involved, she is like, Stanley must die. He is horrible and terrible. Do not let him continue. Oh my god, it's amazing how much the bucket changes the narration.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Oh my god. Bucket.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room. Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I might have to not pick
Stanley
up the bucket.
took the door
I
on
don't
his left
know.
to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket
I might
asked.
have made a mistake taking the bucket. I don't think it's going to take me the direction I want it to take me now.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Dark room. Oh.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
Oh my god. This is not where I thought it would take me. What happens if I don't pick up the phone? Is it just gonna ring forever?
Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk.
It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
No.
Ah.
No.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took this seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it, but there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Oh, are we gonna watch a video? Oh
What
my
is
god!
Comedic timing. What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, Can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper.
Oh my god.
If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
Are you guys taking notes? There's going to be a quiz after this.
Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
Okay, I hope you're ready, chat. I'm Dunny with the funny. I'm Dunny with
Good.
the funny.
This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all.
So why is everyone
Just
a
remember
Simpsons?
to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp.
Why is everyone a
After
Simpsons?
all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Well, that took a twist I wasn't expecting.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Thank you for the clip, Dino Fuzz. Aw,
I can feel it.
He put
This
railings
time,
up so I can't
I'm
jump
really
off.
going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Okay. We're really just going through everything backwards now.
Here we go. You ready?
Okay.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Wait a minute. Where's my bucket sticker? Where's my bucket sticker? My bucket sticker's not on the bucket. Where'd the bucket sticker go? No! No, not the bucket sticker! No!
What? We're back at the phone already? No, what's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake.
Oh, no.
I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
Please don't make me watch it again.
Surely that will help me improve my...
No! What have I done?
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No.
Enjoy your lurk, Dino Fuzz.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. Here we go. You ready?
Am I
when
stuck
Stanley
in
and the bucket came to a set
loop?
of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Am I seriously stuck in an infinite loop if I keep going right? Perhaps he will be dunny with the funny.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
I think it seriously won't let me go on the right.
You ready? When Stanley and the bucket
nothing
came to a
changes.
set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
And it keeps cutting off his line. And okay, fine. Nothing changes.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Oh, God!
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not?
Wow.
Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these.
Am I the bucket now?
I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
I don't want to stop until I find that last figurine.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Sorry, Bucket, but if I want to get to the room I'm thinking of, I have to leave you behind. Looking up comedy after YouTube removed the dislike button.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, deeply, madly love.
It is a pretty great room. Just like...
Yes. Really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yep.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yep. Totally worth it.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Yep, it's because of me loving this room too much.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Alright, fine.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Aha!
Give me a chance. Now listen
I thought
carefully,
so.
this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, but first...
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
Yeah.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Yeah. That's it. All the figurines have been collected.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
No.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
It's an infinite room.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Door.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here.
Whoa.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Wow. It's so beautiful. Everything coming together in blissful harmony. Take it all in. Whoa, the colors changed. Now there's red! Oh my gosh. And the red's rising up. Space Christmas. It sure is peaceful, though. Imagine just staying here till the end of time. So lovely. So wonderful. See, the greens have all disappeared. But the reds are persisting. Their numbers growing. Now the reds are fading. Going away. There's nothing around. Whoa! Whoa! It's like being at Disneyland and seeing all the fireworks they shoot off every single night. Man, am I bored. I want out of here.
No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we? Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I guess he's right. That would just be crazy, right? Who'd want to go and do something like that? We should just go back to the happy room. It was so nice in the happy room. All those colorful lights.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there, Just stay here.
But what would happen if I fell off those stairs? Reminds me of when you could only watch YouTube from a Gmod video extension.
You're risking everything we achieved here. You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Man, there's a lot of weird stuff you can do in Gmod. And I'm just torturing this poor man. He's not even saying anything. It's amazing how different this is compared to this. Like, you can even see the colors shift.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
I don't know, man. It's not my life. It's Stanley's. I know I sometimes say Stanley is me, but he's really not. It's just the more I think about it, the more pointless it all seems, don't you think? Spending an eternity here, wouldn't that just be boring? Just not doing anything? What's the point of peace if there isn't something to disrupt it now and then? You know? Goodbye, narrator!
Oh, thank God. You lived.
Wow.
You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Okay. I guess since I didn't die after all.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
But nothing changes anymore. The only change is in there. The only thing that's different. I am
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I'm surprised he hasn't, like, sealed the door on me or something. Like, why hasn't he? Why does he allow me to even leave? Unless he's not really in control.
No. No, no, what are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
I am just a very cruel person. Somehow I almost feel like I walk a little bit slower ever since falling off the stairs the first time. He no longer says anything, probably because he knows that nothing he says will keep me here. He's given up hope. I've teased him too many times. Far, far too many. Well, let's see if this fall will be enough to kill me.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
The old exploding kneecaps, yep.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
It really does seem like Stanley's footsteps got shorter.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
But what if I don't want you to be happy? What if you being unhappy is what makes me happy?
No, Perhaps not.
I'm a cruel, malicious being, narrator. I'm here to cause you misery. That's the only reason I was brought into this game.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
He is crying! He is crying! Like, the more times I jump off the ladder, the more off Stanley's footsteps sound. Like, you can just hear the damage I'm doing to his body. I'm
Maybe
still
you're just
alive!
getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
I've teased him too many times. He'll never trust me again. And he shouldn't. He should never trust me. There's nothing trustworthy about me. You can just hear the next one is going to be the last. Hear it in the way his footsteps are so slowed. Goodbye, cruel adventure game.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
What happened to the balloons? What's
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Oh no!
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Oh no!
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Oh my God.
Just one more time.
Well, okay, back to the memory zone, I guess. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Oh my God. I'm glad I continued playing, because I wanted to see if there was anything more. I at least wanted to see if, like, the meeting room changed. but wasn't expecting this. Zone, sweet zone. I still have the original. Alright, down we go.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Yep. Oh my god, 7 out of 6. Oh my god. Oh my god. We've gone above the counter, everyone. We've gone above the counter. And here was the bathroom
and here
one.
Was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
I do remember. It was this one.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Amazing. I'm also surprised the game kept track of where I found these. That's...
Let's see, what came next?
Scary.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
What?
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Is this Apple talking to me? Hey chat, do you guys remember being in a pink room? I mean, I guess it is in the memory zone, so we must remember it, but...
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh no. Oh no, it's an old 2000s YouTube video. Oh my god. Oh my god. Best boy, the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
Oh
I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Wow. And then finally, the 6th and final figurine was found here.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Huh, looks like they both lead to the same area. Okay. You are in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment.
Oh,
Nothing
wow.
left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Okay.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
What?
Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Oh my god! The past. Okay.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Oh my god. Let's get going. Let's get going. I want more. I want more. Oh my god.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I
Oh my
love that
god.
video.
The weird pink room again. Yes, yes.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Why does it whisper to me? It tells me things. It speaks to me in my mind. I bet the bucket would know what it means. I wish I had my bucket. I miss the bucket.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Alright, gotta go back to the bathroom. There's nothing over here. Okay.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
I do not know. I do not know.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Oh. This place did. It, doesn't look as grand as I remember. Oh my god, that jump button!
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
I want more memories. More. Give me more! Oh, the doors!
Oh, yes, the two doors! Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Do they... Yeah, they both lead to the same place. Woo! It's the room
And
where it all
before everything
started!
else, there was your office.
Yep.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Nope.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
What? What does he remember?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with, well, Came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
What?
Oh,
What?
but he truly was so much fun to play with.
Is he gonna kill
You
me?
know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Oh, God.
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
What have I done? Did I accidentally end my game? This is different. The bucket's here, and the stickers are
Where
back.
are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Yep.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
The meeting room's back to normal now. You jerk,
Stanley,
why?
we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
That makes me so sad.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I miss the Figlies.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, the bucket did not react, except perhaps a tiny glow of warmth. Subtle, yes, but an unmistakable spark from somewhere deep within.
What? Suddenly the bucket likes pushing the button 3? The 3 button?
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation. Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough. Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad
I've broken
and
the
began
story
absolutely
somehow.
slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
I broke it. I broke the story.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly. A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again? Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I have broken the story.
No, 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 said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I
Yes, I do have water, thank you,
so
Jackal.
much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Also, I'm gonna give you a shout out, Jackal.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he
Corekeeper
was
still
doing.
has yet to work on stream.
The bucket conveyed
Damn.
absolutely nothing at all. Only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
I didn't mean to do this
Stanley
ending
and the
again.
bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must
He
be
said
a way
something
to get
different.
through to
I
the
thought
bucket,
maybe this
to
ending would
communicate
change.
fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Damn it. Okay, it didn't take me to the conference
Stanley and the
room. Good.
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
This time we're gonna push on for the mind control thing.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Yeah, that sucks that Corekeeper still keeps refusing to work.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Maybe you just need to use something other than Streamlabs. I use OBS. Most of the streamers I know of use that.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
Good old bucket.
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. for he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Yeah, we're gonna take it down by taking it on.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror.
Bucket, why?
Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds.
Whoa!
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Oh my gosh. Look at the birds!
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery.
Birds.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Bird. 100 dead Star Inks spawn in and a new one spawns in and is horrified by the implications. He said there would be only one more adventure, and yet here I am. Room 430 is even gone. You know what, Star Ink, since you came in right here when I was just about planning to end it, I think instead I'll do one more ending, and it'll be the, ending that gives me an achievement, and then I'll end the stream.
When
because
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm getting a bit tired. Story's been going. We've been streaming for almost 4 hours now. A lot has happened. We're gonna see what happens when I
Yet there was not a single person
when I go
here
through the
either.
ending without the bucket.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I like the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yeah.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
Oh, this is different.
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh my god. He's so mad. He doesn't care when I have the bucket, but when I don't have the bucket, I'm not allowed to put it in.
And rejuvenated,
wow.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
He's so mad. He was so mad.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know, I'm scared. I don't have my reassurance bucket with me this time. My bucket of reinsurance.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Gosh, it's so deep.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No, it cannot be!
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
So scary.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I'm trying.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And I beat the game and got an achievement. Yes, I obeyed the narrator to the very end. And it just put me back here. Well, that was the Stanley Parable, everyone. Yes, Star Inc., you saw one of many, many, many endings we went through. And if you guys want to see more endings, I highly encourage you to get the game and you try out some different options of your own. Explore around. Fuck with things. See what you can and can't do. Pretty great. And while I let those credits play, I'm going to look for someone to raid. Rebel. Yes, we did that quite a few times. Jocko, we can't swim. The stream is about to end. Make out with the narrator? Well, you can try and find an option like that. Alright. So, Dino Fuzz went and started about no, I don't have any more water now, Jackal, but the stream's ending, so I'll go and get some after I send you guys off. But I'm gonna send you over to Dino Fuzz. He's playing some Sonic 3 and Knuckles right now. It says Sonic and Knuckles, but that's because Twitch doesn't have an option for the combined game. But yeah. Way more less of an existential dread, that Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3 and Knuckles game. Hope you all had a grand time here. Don't forget to take your bucket of reinsurance on your way out. And until next time, see you all later. How much longer are the credits, I wonder? I feel a little bad ending them prematurely. Unless they're looping. I don't know if they're looping. I wasn't actually paying attention. I was too busy looking for people to raid. Well, Sonic 3 and Knuckles has some water levels. You could go ask Dino Fuzz if he's willing to take a swim for you. Oh, a special thanks. But raid's about to start. We probably won't have time to finish the credits. You all just have to buy the game and watch the credits yourself. Goodbye, everyone! Don't forget about the bucket! I can let my recording go on for a little longer. And me!